A couple days ago, I made a post asking which diffuser y'all would want to see on the car. And this one won by the overwhelming majority. So today, not only are we installing this diffuser, but we're also installing an axle black exhaust to completely transform the back end of this car. Now, while this diffuser did win the vote, that doesn't mean we're gonna stick with it. We still have the other one here, and we're gonna try both of them on to see which one looks better. Now, before y'all start flaming me, oh, this one obviously looks better, more aggressive, blah, 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 whatever, I'm gonna put some pictures of this on the screen, okay? And you tell me. Personally, I think this is too aggressive because it comes above the bumper line onto the paint and it's way too vertical for me. This one, however, I'll put a picture on the screen. This one looks amazing. The only downside besides maybe the looks, we'll see, is that I'm gonna have to paint this one gloss black while that one already comes painted gloss black. So we're gonna go ahead and install this one, see how it looks. We're gonna keep it on for a little bit, maybe drive around, and then put the other one on, and then we'll see how that one looks compared to this one. Start by taking off these pins right here. Clips are all off. Next step is we have little bolts right here. Apparently, you're not supposed to take off the diffuser by itself. You're supposed to take off the whole bumper, take off the diffuser from there. There were some bolts right here that are impossible to get to. I looked up a video. This is why you do your research before installing your parts. Should be bolt here, so I don't lose them. I'm gonna put all the parts right here. All right, so let's see what we got. Should be an opening and then a bolt. There it is. See that bolt right there? We gotta stick our screw through that hole and then perfect. There we go. Got the bolt out. Let's put it here with the rest of them. Now this part should be loose. Yep, there we go. There's a clip here. You gotta be a little careful with. Boom. There we go. All right, so now that the bumper is off, we just have to take off all of those clips to get the diffuser separated from the bumper and then put the new one on. All right, there it is, all separated. I'm gonna go ahead and put this to the side. Let's take a step back. It's the best I can get it right now. Okay, what are we thinking? Ooh, I can't tell. I think we're just gonna have to tape it on, see how it looks. So we got the 3M tape on. We're just gonna peel it off right now and then go ahead and stick the bumper on. So the audio kind of cut off here, but basically I was talking about this looks pretty nice. But to complete the look, we need a spoiler and a roof spoiler as well. And I also don't like how the exhaust is so tucked in. And from afar, it looks like, it's not even there. It needs to be pushed out a little more. And hopefully the new exhaust will be pushed out a little more so that way we can see it. So here we're going to take off the current diffuser, put on the other one, and see how it looks. All right, very easy install on this one. Literally plug and play with the factory bolts. Could not have been any easier. Now, while it does look pretty clean, I'm not gonna lie, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 fins. I'm gonna bring the car outside and then I'm gonna see how it looks in the sun and all that. It does look slightly better. I don't know, it's hard, especially if I'm gonna go ahead and paint it gloss black. Ooh, I think that'll make it look pretty nice. Yeah, I like that. So it's the next day. I've driven on both diffusers for a while and I've decided to commit to the more aggressive diffuser with the brake light. I think this looks really nice in person. So now for the part we've all been waiting for, at least I've been waiting for, the exhaust. Since this exhaust is dual tip and the exhaust I got is quad tip, we're gonna have to cut a bigger hole in the diffuser to make room for the quad tip. So here's how we're gonna do it. I'm gonna start the car. I'm gonna give you some revs with the stock exhaust. I'm gonna take off the whole bumper, replace the exhaust, put the bumper back on just to see how it fits, and then we'll draw some lines and cut from there. All right, so we're underneath the car, and here is what we have to do for the exhaust. So obviously, see this big, massive muffler right here, literally bigger than my head. Got a couple clips that we have to take off. Here's one. Hopefully you can see that. Here's one. Here's a second one on this side, and then all the way back here towards the middle. Ow, I just hit my head. We have another hanger, and then we have two 14mm bolts right here. So we're gonna go ahead and just start with the 14 mils. Just crack them open and then loosen the hangers. There we go. I think we got it. All right, so we just got both of the bolts off of the first one. Now we're gonna go ahead and do the same thing for this one. So I'm in a, kind of an awkward position right now to get this one off since the jack stand is right here. So I'm just gonna go ahead and remove this one first, take off the clamps or whatever, and then remove this, and then come on the other side and get the second one off. So I'm gonna try and do it just by hand. Shouldn't be too difficult, but if it ends up being a little more difficult than I thought, then we'll just go ahead and get a screwdriver or something and pry it off. Come on. Yeah, I think we're gonna need a screwdriver. So since we're already on the outside, I went ahead and did the first one. It's actually pretty simple. I just stuck the screwdriver in here, and I'm just gonna pry it out, and boom, there we go. It's out. Almost. Okay, there we go. Now it's out. So we got one more here, then one more there. I'm just gonna go ahead and do that one first, just because it's a lot easier to take it off from here since I'm in a upright position and I can, hold it. While down there, I'm like laying down. Anyways, there you go. There we go. Yes. Two down, last one right here. And it's out. All right, let's get a quick side by side here. I mean, look at that. Look at that difference. Big muffler, this tiny piping. Hopefully it sounds a lot better with that. All right, now I'm just gonna go ahead and repeat the exact same thing to the other side. And then we'll have both mufflers out, and then we can go ahead and install the new ones. Last one here, and then it's all off. All right, here we go. I got both of the axle backs / mufflers off. Before we install the new ones, I kind of want to see how it sounds. I'm not gonna lie. So right now, I'm gonna set you guys here. I'm gonna turn it on with no mufflers at all, and we're gonna see how it sounds. Alright, finally time to install the new exhaust. So here's how we're going to do it. I'm going to start by putting in the hangers. After the hangers, that one too. And then we're going to go ahead and slightly bolt it in, not tighten it yet. And then adjust these to how we like it. Once it's fully adjusted, then we're going to go ahead and tighten the bolts in and have it fit exactly how we want. There we go. And whilst we're down there, we're also going to lightly bolt them in. And let's go. Ooh, look at that already. I haven't seen it yet. Oh man, that oy, oy, oy. There we go, it's on. So we got the quad tips on. It's looking pretty nice. So it's still loose. We do have to play with the fitment a little bit. I mean, I think this one looks pretty good, looks pretty nice. This one, however, it's kind of like tilted inwards. I mean, you can see from down there, this one's like a little more down. We got to push it up a little bit. That way it can have this one raised up and then this one pushed down a little bit so it can look a little better. We're going to go ahead and do that right now, and then we'll fit the bumper on, see how bad it is from here, and then tape and cut around to see if we can make this thing look nice. All right, here we go. All right, got everything on, and now it's time to put the bumper on and see how it fits. All right, here we go. Okay, never mind. Okay, so now quickly before it falls, here's how it fits. Honestly, better than I thought. We are gonna obviously need to cut it. Nothing crazy though, so I think just a little cut from here, keep this and then just extend it out to here, and we should be good. So how we're gonna do this, we're gonna start from the bottom, cut like this part, and then I think we want to try and line it up to where it meets this, because I do like this little arch thing in the middle. I want to just push it back. So I'll take this part, cut it, and then take that piece and put it over here, if you know what I mean, and try and like stick it again to make it look smooth. Now, is it gonna look the best? I don't know, but here we go. We're gonna try it anyways. Let's check this side. Okay, yeah, pretty much the same thing. This one's a little more there, which is honestly better. We got this taped up and we got some lines. I mean, look, don't judge me on these lines. We're gonna try our best to make it straight, okay? And then we're gonna go up here and have it connect with the top right here. On this side, I think we just need to cut like the interior wall around the diffuser, so that way this can fit. It's better to cut too less than to cut too much. We can always cut more, but we can never go back. Same thing here. We're gonna start from here, cut up, boom, connect with the top, and then again, cut the inside line. Okay, it's a pretty clean cut so far. Only thing is getting a bunch of hot plastic all over me. Just keep going though. Holy, that looks so terrible. All right, we're all done with the cutting, and I'm not gonna lie, it doesn't look bad at all. Okay, this side, this is a bit questionable, but the other side, this is clean, okay? Now we're just gonna go ahead and mount it onto the car and see if everything fits or if we need to cut a little bit more. All right, we put it on. It was a little off still, so drew some more lines. Now we're gonna cut even more, and then it should be good to go. Yeah, I got some extra protection right now because last time some of the plastic came in, like hit me like right here on the neck or something. Still hurts. So, and of course we got the glove and the bag for my arm because all this is like melted plastic on here and it burnt. Okay, all finished cutting, and I'm not gonna lie, it looks better when you're far away. As soon as you get close, oh man, like this is not it. Okay, obviously we're gonna take all this like loose plastic stuff, polish it off. This side's not bad. Okay, now the most important thing is, does it fit? Okay, it's on. It looks much better. This side looks pretty good. We're gonna polish this. We just have to draw another line, boom, right there, and then that'll be good. Same sort of thing here, boom, and then draw a line a little bit further. This one's actually better than the last one, so a little line, and then that'll be good. All right, all done, and I can see it coming together. Look how beautiful this looks. So I finished cutting and polishing, and look how smooth it is. It's way better than I expected. So we're gonna go ahead and take this, put it on the, oh, whoa, almost straight, put it on the car for the 3rd time now, or maybe 4th time, including install like 7. I think I've taken this thing off like 7 times. So anyways, oh yeah, look at that. Absolutely beautiful. That's amazing. This one too, this one's even better. Oof. So look at it from over here, and it sticks out just right. That's actually so much better than stock. Holy, that's nice. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and bolt the bumper in, tighten the exhaust bolts, and then give it a cold start. Now we're just gonna go ahead and put the car down. Everything's all tightened. After it's on the ground, we'll go ahead and give it a cold start, take it out in the sun so we can see how it looks. Oh yeah, that looks nice. MashaAllah. Alright, so we're about to take out the Lexus and see how this sounds, okay? Just warmed up. Let's go ahead and put the mic right here on the trunk, and then just hope that doesn't fall off. I think we should be fine. Ooh, yeah, that's nice. Oh. So after driving with this exhaust for a little bit, so as I was saying, after driving with this exhaust on for a little bit now, I think it's amazing. Okay, it's not too loud, but it's not too quiet either when you want to open it up. In the lower gears as well, you really hear it when it's idling, when you're just, you know, going a couple miles an hour in a neighborhood or parking lot. You can hear it, and then obviously as you get on it, it's louder and louder. But when you're cruising on the highway, not a single sound of drone. And when you're in the higher gears and whatever, it's not loud at all. Just what I want for this car. It's a nice daily. I think this is the perfect amount of sound for a car like this. Now, does that mean I'm not gonna make it louder? I don't know. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. But for now and for the near future, we're gonna keep it like this until I get tired of it, and then we'll see what happens after.